What's up, LinkedIn? We're back. Hey, Adam Reek here again. Stay MKE. Hey, look, I'm wearing the same thing I wore yesterday. Just kidding. We're going to knock all these out in one shot. You ready? All right, let's go. Tip number 2 in 10 tips for 10 days is know your numbers. And I'm talking about the income numbers for your property. You got to know where your revenue's coming from and know what those key metrics are. Now, there's a couple really important numbers that this boils down to. Number 1 is your occupancy rate. What percentage of available nights are you actually going to book? And that's going to vary a little bit throughout the year from month to month. Not every month is the same. We know that here in Milwaukee, right? Tip number 2, or number 2 that you need to know is your nightly rate, rather. How much can you charge per night? And that is going to fluctuate fairly significantly throughout the year in our market. And you'll notice if you start playing around with these numbers a little bit, if you tweak one or the other just a little bit and then extrapolate that over the course of an entire year, it can have a dramatic effect on your gross revenue. And that is where we kind of pay for our own services. And that little optimization, you'll find that 5% more occupancy or a little bit higher nightly rate can have a pretty significant impact. So there are some great tools out there. If you're thinking about buying a property or already own a property, there's some great tools that can help you analyze the market and try and figure out where you fit. There's also some automated pricing tools out there that will modulate your pricing based on a number of factors, including the average occupancy of the market at a given time. Those are really great tools, and I recommend using them. But I also believe there's no substitute for doing the dirty work and just actually looking at other listings, seeing, how they're booking, what kind of rates they're getting, and trying to figure out sort of where you fit in there, and then just, throttling it, maximizing what you can get. So that's tip number 2. You got to know your numbers. You got to be able to make good projections. If your projections are, based on flimsy data, they're useless. So know your numbers, understand where your income's coming from, treat it like a business, because that's what it is. See you tomorrow.